Hey everyone, and welcome to Technically You. Today we are discussing the uproar over DeepSeek. I think it's safe to say that this AI is making some serious waves.
Yeah. Wow.
From our research, DeepSeek is different and is giving even the big names like ChatGPT and Gemini a run for their money.
Yeah, that is what the news is claiming.
It seems like it's all anyone's talking about these days. It's trying to figure out what makes this thing tick.
Yeah. It's really interesting to see how quickly it's kind of gone from relative obscurity to topping the app charts globally.
It really does feel like it kind of appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So, where did it come from? What are DeepSeek's roots?
So DeepSeek was actually developed by a research lab of the same name located in Hangzhou, China.
Interesting.
And the lab was founded just a couple years ago, 2023, by Liang Wenfeng.
Okay.
And he actually has a background in both AI and quantitative finance.
As it is safe to say that there is some serious expertise behind this.
And one thing that's really caught my attention is that DeepSeek is open source, unlike some of its competitors who kind of like to keep things under wraps. Can you tell us a little bit more about, what that means?
Sure. So, open source basically means that the code behind DeepSeek is available for anyone to see and modify. So it promotes transparency and allows a community of developers to actually contribute to its growth,
Interesting.
which is a pretty unique approach in the world of AI, which tends to be pretty secretive.
Yeah, for sure. I have to imagine that this open approach has something to do with its meteoric rise to the top of the charts.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it.
I mean, to surpass even ChatGPT is no small feat.
No, definitely not.
That's a big deal.
Reaching the #1 spot in multiple countries, including the US, the United Kingdom, and China.
Wow.
It shows you how globally appealing it is.
Yeah.
And a lot of its success can be linked to its latest model, DeepSeek R1.
Okay, so tell me about this DeepSeek R1.
Okay,
What's so special about it? Does it do something radically different?
well, DeepSeek R1, it performs on par with the, heavy hitters in the AI field like OpenAI and Anthropic, but sets itself apart in a few key ways. For starters, it was developed and runs on a surprisingly small budget.
Okay.
We're talking about $6 million. Wow. Compared to like the billions invested by some US companies.
That is a massive difference. It really makes you wonder if throwing massive amounts of money at AI development is always necessary to achieve great, groundbreaking results.
That definitely challenges that assumption.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, DeepSeek offers unlimited free usage, so you don't encounter those limited free tiers or have to commit to subscription fees.
Which is so common with other tools. So we have powerful AI that's also affordable and accessible without cost barriers. It sounds almost too good to be true. So is there a catch?
I think it's natural to be a bit skeptical,
For sure.
but so far, DeepSeek seems to be delivering on its promises. That's a major reason why it's sending ripples through the tech world.
Okay, I'm sold. I want to try this thing out.
Okay.
What's the user experience like? Is it easy to navigate?
It's remarkably user-friendly.
Okay, where can I get it?
You can access it directly through their website at chatgptseek.com or download the app. Login is simple. Just use your Google account.
Simple enough. And what about the interface itself?
The interface is intuitive and familiar.
Okay.
You can type in your questions in the text box just like you would with any other AI,
Okay.
but it also supports voice input.
Wow, no way.
And you can even upload images.
So it caters to different preferences and learning styles.
Yeah, it's a good design choice.
Got it.
And then you also get your responses in real time.
Nice.
The processing is almost instantaneous.
So to recap, we have this incredibly powerful AI, affordable, accessible, and easy to use.
And easy to use.
Okay. And it seems like they thought of everything.
They've certainly ticked off a lot of boxes.
They have.
But before we get ahead of ourselves, I think it's important to analyze just how groundbreaking DeepSeek's approach really is.
Okay, I'm with you. Let's break down those game-changing factors. What makes it really stand out?
So we've touched on a few already, but let's dive a little deeper.
Okay,
First, there's the affordability factor.
okay.
As I mentioned, DeepSeek's developers, they achieve comparable performance to the industry giants with a significantly smaller budget.
Right.
This suggests kind of a shift towards more efficient innovation in the tech world,
Interesting.
where you don't necessarily need billions to make a significant impact.
That's a refreshing change.
Yeah,
Not everything needs to be a billion-dollar endeavor to be successful.
right.
Okay, so what else?
Then there's the accessibility factor. DeepSeek's open source nature and unlimited free access make AI technology available to a far wider audience. Think about the implications for fields like education, research, and individual creativity.
It's like they've leveled the playing field in a way we haven't seen before.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Everyone can potentially benefit from this technology, not just those with deep pockets.
Right.
All right, so we have affordability, accessibility.
And then there's the efficiency aspect.
Okay,
DeepSeeking uses affordable hardware and innovative training techniques to achieve this impressive performance. It contrasts sharply with the reliance on expensive, specialized hardware that you often see with their competitors.
it almost seems like they are making AI not only more accessible, but also more sustainable.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
And then finally, there's a unique feature that kind of stands out.
Okay.
Unlike many AI models that just kind of spit out an answer, DeepSeek actually explains its reasoning before providing a response.
Oh, that's interesting. I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, it's a deliberate choice to kind of pull back the curtain and show users how the AI arrived at its conclusions.
That definitely adds a layer of transparency that I think a lot of people are going to find valuable. Instead of, blindly trusting the AI, you can actually understand
Understand its thought process.
transparency into its thought process. That's huge.
And I think that's an important element as AI becomes, more and more integrated into our lives.
Trust and understanding go hand in hand.
Exactly.
Okay, so far we've covered DeepSeek's origins,
Right.
its meteoric rise to fame, and all the reasons why it's causing such a stir. But I have a feeling there's more to the story.
Oh, there's definitely more.
Okay.
DeepSeek's success hasn't come without its share of challenges and controversies.
Now this is where things get really interesting. Tell us more.
Well, DeepSeek's entry has definitely shaken things up in Silicon Valley. I bet this Chinese company is directly challenging the dominance of US tech giants in the field of AI.
And I imagine that's causing some tension.
It's definitely causing some tension.
Yeah.
While we were compiling our information for this podcast, there have been noticeable recent ripples in the stock market with companies like NVIDIA, Meta, and Microsoft seeing dips in their share prices
Wow.
in response to DeepSeek's rise.
That must be making some executives sweat a little bit.
You can bet it is.
Yeah.
Some analysts are even issuing warnings about DeepSeek's potential to disrupt the entire AI landscape.
So it's not just about competition.
Right,
It's about a potential power shift in the tech world.
exactly.
It seems like DeepSeek's journey is just beginning.
Yeah,
And there's a lot more to uncover.
definitely.
But for now, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back in just a minute to delve a little deeper into DeepSeek.
Sounds good.
Okay. Welcome back. Before the break, we were talking about how DeepSeek's arrival has kind of shaken up the tech world. And I want to dive a little deeper into how this AI could potentially reshape industries like education, healthcare, and finance. What are your thoughts on that?
Those are all areas where AI is already making significant strides. But DeepSeek's unique combination of affordability and accessibility could really accelerate that progress.
I'm particularly interested in how DeepSeek could impact education. Imagine a world where every student has access to personalized AI tutoring that adapts to their learning pace and style. Is that something that DeepSeek could make possible?
I think it's definitely within the realm of possibility. DeepSeek could empower students to learn at their own pace, receiving targeted guidance and support precisely when they need it. Yeah, and this could be particularly impactful in schools with limited resources where personalized attention isn't always feasible. So it's like,
Yeah, that's a powerful vision for the future of education, a more equitable learning environment where everyone has the tools they need to succeed.
exactly.
Now, shifting gears to healthcare, I've heard a lot about AI's potential to revolutionize this field. What role could DeepSeek play?
So, DeepSeek's ability to process and analyze vast amounts of data could be transformative for healthcare.
Okay.
Imagine using it to help doctors diagnose diseases earlier and with greater accuracy. It could also be a powerful tool for, drug discovery and development, potentially leading to breakthroughs in treatments for a wide range of conditions.
So AI could potentially help us live longer, healthier lives?
Potentially, yeah.
What about the financial sector? How could DeepSeek change the game there?
So DeepSeek's capabilities extend to finance as well.
Okay.
Think about like personalized financial advice tailored to, individual circumstances and goals.
Yeah,
It could also be used to enhance fraud detection and identify promising investment opportunities,
interesting.
making the financial system more efficient and secure.
It sounds like DeepSeek has the potential to change so many aspects of our lives for the better. But with any powerful technology, especially one that learns and evolves on its own,
Right?
we need to consider the implications carefully.
Absolutely.
So where do we go from here? What are the next steps in navigating this uncharted territory?
That's a big question. What are the most pressing questions we need to address as DeepSeek continues to evolve? I think that's a question that individuals, researchers, policymakers, and tech developers need to grapple with collectively. Yeah, we're all stakeholders in the future of AI. And I think open dialogue is essential. It's not about fearing the technology, but rather about understanding its capabilities and limitations.
So we can harness its power for good.
It sounds like we're just at the beginning of this conversation,
Yeah, I think so.
and there's much more to explore.
Definitely.
When we return, we'll shift perspectives and we'll delve into some of those crucial questions
Okay.
surrounding DeepSeek and its implications for the future. Stay with us.
Well, welcome back. We've covered a lot of ground exploring DeepSeek, from its origins and features to its potential impact on various industries. Now I want to talk about some of the broader implications.
Okay?
We touched on the fact that DeepSeek is a Chinese company making waves in a field that's been, largely dominated by US tech giants.
Yeah.
What are the thoughts on this potential shift in the balance of power?
I think it's definitely a significant development. Some experts believe that DeepSeek's success could signal like a shift away from Silicon Valley as the sole center of AI innovation.
Interesting.
And this could empower other nations to become major players in this rapidly evolving field.
So it's not just about who develops the technology, but also who gets to shape its future. It raises questions about who sets the standards, who benefits economically, and ultimately, who influences the direction of AI development on a global scale.
Absolutely.
I mean, it is fascinating to witness this kind of disruption in a space that's traditionally been dominated by, a few major players.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, on a more practical level, I'm sure many of our listeners are wondering about DeepSeek's business model offering unlimited free access to such a powerful AI.
Right.
Seems incredibly generous. But is it sustainable?
That's the million-dollar question that a lot of people are asking. And it's sparked a lot of discussion among industry analysts. Some speculate that DeepSeek might eventually introduce premium features or services for a fee, while others suggest that they might be looking at ways to monetize the vast amounts of data that they're collecting through user interactions. That makes sense. So there is no clear answer yet.
Exactly.
But I think even if they do introduce more or pay features down the line, the fact that they've made such a powerful AI freely available to, to millions of people already, that is a significant head start.
It's huge. Yeah, it's democratizing access to AI in a way we haven't seen before.
Right.
Which, could have far-reaching implications.
Absolutely.
Now, for those who are ready to jump in and experience DeepSeek firsthand, what's the best way to get started?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, it's incredibly easy. You can either visit their website, chat.deepseek/d8.com, or you can download the app from your app store. And once you're in, you can start experimenting right away.
What are some of the things that people are using DeepSeek for?
Oh, the possibilities are vast. People are using it for all sorts of creative tasks like writing stories, poems, even composing music. It can translate languages, summarize complex text, and even generate different kinds of creative content.
It's almost like having a personal assistant, a creative partner, and a research librarian all in one.
Exactly.
And because DeepSeek explains its reasoning before providing a response, it can also be a valuable tool for learning
Yeah.
and understanding complex topics.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's not just about getting quick answers, it's about understanding the process behind them.
Exactly. It encourages users to kind of engage more deeply with the information and develop, a better understanding of how the AI arrives at its conclusions.
So as we wrap up this discussion into DeepSeek,
Yeah.
what are some of the key takeaways you'd like our listeners to remember?
I think the most important takeaway is that DeepSeek represents a significant shift in the AI landscape. It's challenging the established order, democratizing access to powerful technology, and sparking important conversations about the future of AI and its role in our lives.
It's a reminder that the world of technology is constantly evolving, and, we need to be engaged and informed to navigate these changes effectively.
Absolutely.
While there are certainly challenges and questions surrounding DeepSeek,
Yeah,
it also presents, incredible opportunities.
it does.
And ultimately, it's up to us as individuals and as a society to harness the power of AI in a way that benefits everyone.
Absolutely.
It's been fascinating exploring DeepSeek with you and our audience.
Yeah, it has.
Thank you for joining us on this technology discussion.
My pleasure.
And for our listeners, we encourage you to continue exploring the world of AI and to think critically about its potential and its implications.
Right.
The future of AI is in our hands. Let's make it a future we can all be proud of.